Alright, we can carve ourselves out a little bit of gaming time. And boy, it's been a while since I've played this game. Well, as time goes by, I did have some rain days, I think, about a week or so ago. But ever since then, yeah, it's been back to the salt mines. But we've got a lot of gaming to do here on the GWG channel. Games we need to start playing. It's going to be a while until we get to War for America. So hopefully some of my P500 games take a little bit. But winter will be here before you know it. So that's just it. I only got maybe 4 more months of work left. We want to get back to victory games. Central America, the Contra Drive scenario. I'm eager. We got all kinds of vlogs open up on that. But I have to sit down and finally got a little bit of time here. Carved me out a little bit of. It's actually a little bit quiet around the house. It's been busy. Just doing chores and everything like that. But we're excited to sit down here and start off where we left off last time. Surviving a storm. So far, the storm hasn't been bad, but like I said, it's our first time going through the activations. The 4 phases, it looks like. You got to go through the 4 phases, I think, 4 times. Good luck on that. Because we've been dodging them left and right. Right now, we had a couple what I call offensive turns where I get to do certain things to quell the fires. Now we got another fire starting here, and that will be draw 1 chit. So we will go over here to the old crisis chit cup. Make sure my stickers are still sticking on my cups. I guess they are. We'll pick a crisis chit. See which one it is. Maybe it might be a good chit, bad chit. We'll see. Down here, and it says Cascading 2 event. Ooh, I don't think I've ever picked any of those yet. So let me come down here and get us caught up on the old book. Oh, where we at here? We're at the draw 1 chit. There you go. Oh, which one are we looking? No part of Cascading event 2. There you go. Shuffle all the cards in the 2 pile. Oh, yeah, we do have ones in there. We got them that are stocked. One card, apply results from the second deck area. Unless otherwise instructed by the card, place a card in the 3rd deck when you finish. So it's a cascading event starting to go down. I wonder what that plate number 2 is, and there's a plus there too. Let's see. If there's the cascading event 3. Nope. Alright. The plus might come into play on drawing another chit. We'll have to see. Note, if there would have been no cards in the number 2 deck area, we would have been fine, but there are a bunch. So what does it say? Shuffle all the cards in 2 deck, then randomly draw 1. Grab the 2 deck. There's nothing else in number 3, so. Alright. Let's see here. Shuffle all these. Shuffle all these. We got 4 cards here. We'll draw a dice. First one, 1 and 4. 6 is not it. Oh, number 1. Here is our card. Brush these back. We'll flip these on over. Let's see what we got to deal with. That's the event's gotten worse. I don't know how you deal with that deck here, but like I said, we need to deal with this next. And here we are. Oh, 2. Alright, let me see how you play this. If Republic of Korea / U.S. Ally relations are very close and conflict track is 2 or greater, Republic of Korea U.S. anti-subwarfare teams force North Korea subs to turf us, add trending pro-U.S. counters to Asia Pacific when regional crisis, change the DPR conflict track. Alright, we will read this and I'll be right back, but the key thing is North Korean naval provocations threatened Republic of Korea. Well, they're already at war, so we'll have to see what's up. I don't know if they can threaten relations any worse. I'll have to find that out. We'll be right back. Alright, well, we'll go ahead and do what they say. Relations are very close, so we meet that criteria. Conflict is 2 or greater, we meet that criteria. Then if we didn't meet any of these criteria, we'd go over here to otherwise. So we meet both of these. Okay, so what happens is South Korean and U.S. anti-sub warfare teams force the North Korean sub to the surface. Add trending pro-U.S. counters to Asia Pacific. Now, I did see, I think it was on Cody Carlson's, and he had some numbers on these tracks here. I want to look and see if this is it here. Add trending pro-U.S. counters to Asia Pacific. Pro-U.S. counters to Asia, +1 to regional crisis. So hold on. Asia Pacific +1 to regional crisis. We can do that. Oh, but it says add trending pro-U.S. Trending pro-U.S. All right, hold on a second. So there is no track here. Let me just make sure which track that is. Add trending pro-U.S. counters to Asia Pacific. All right, we have a trending U.S. Let me see here. Trending pro-U.S. All right, now the thing of it is, there's nothing on here on this track, so we can put a trending pro-U.S. so that'll work. It was neutral. Now it's trending pro-U.S. We'll take that. +1 regional crisis. We did that. Now, roll 1 D10 for changing the DPR conflict track. All right, we will check this out. We want to get a low roll on this roll right here. Ooh, 5. Decrease 1 box. All right, conflict track. We're at war, so I don't know if you can decrease it anymore. I don't think you can. Decrease it to 4, so we're not at war anymore. You see what I mean? I don't know about that. Let me look all this all over. I'm going to put that back down there because we're still at war, and find out what happens with this card, because there might be some kind of rule where it says if we're already at war, this might not apply, but we'll be right back. All right, on here it says cascading event. This card will list 3 different events. It sure does. 1, 2, and 3. This is the one that goes first. This is the one that goes second and third. And this is the one that goes third. So we'll skip this. We've already done that. We've put our trending U.S. counter on, and we've increased the regional crisis. Now this goes down to the 3 deck. And I guess it don't matter. I guess we can put it over here. Turn it upside down. Don't matter. Either or. Well, I guess it's fine. And, let me see here. What does a plus mean? Draw 1 shit. Let me make sure we don't have to do this again. We'll be right back. All right. However, this time ignore any plus signs in the counter. So we'll go ahead and put our counter right here to represent that we have used it. We can go on down here next. Move the card, our counter 1 space. We're up to focus national intelligence. This should be a good one. Make sure here. Yep. And then 1 action for POTUS and each cabinet member. Time to quell some more fires. I gotta look around here, take my time, check out the big board, look at the strategy and the effects. Let you know what the presidential decisions are. Be back. Focus national intelligence. Gives you a big old spiel down here about the U.S. intelligence capabilities and how they gather all their information and how it can be, with all that, it still can be limited. So it says, hence, the game gives you a maximum of 2 focused national security counters to prioritize amongst the 8 world regions. I have 1, I think, on the map, and that's it. I just got done looking. And I believe it is over here. Let's use this as a feature for Central South Asia. And there is the focus. National security counter rights. Ooh, there. Let's see if we can get it in there for you. I can't read it there. There you go. Alright, so like I said, I only have 1. I don't know if I had a chance to place another one, but there is the only one there. I will let you know what happens now. There's also, if your cabinet up here, you can see these little spaces here for these extra cards. My attribute or big bonus in my cabinet is the best treasury The best Treasury Secretary in history. This is where my card there says I got room for another one, so hopefully I get another one here later on in the game. But I need to get rid of my very lame Secretary of State. You can see he's the old boy there with 0, 0, 0s. We need to prioritize that or get that going. But right now, we will check out how to, I think we only get one shot at this or find out what it all entails for that area of the world, Central South Asia, and let you know what it's all about. And another thing is just having a great time at this game. Anybody's thinking about pulling the trigger on Mr. President, it's one of the better ones. It's one of the easier ones. I'd put it in the rank of maybe some of these DVG solo games that are not very hard at all. I mean, I think this one's a little bit more complex than most of these. You can see over here my DVG collection, I think, are all solo games. The DVG's got good solo games, but they are from scale of 1 to 10, maybe a 3, 4, or 5. Not very complex, but very enjoyable. You know, not complex, but fun. This one here, like I said, would be a little bit more. I'd put this at maybe a 6 or a 7. I forgot what the rating was, but I think I've been already over this, and the ratings pretty much right on. Great game, having a good time with it, and curious to see how we at this rate we'll probably be done around Christmas time. That's one thing about my channel is I do play the games. So when I start a game, I usually like to finish it. Empire of the Sun, we did get to finish it because we wanted to get some of these games back on the table. So hopefully we finish this one. All right, well, I'm going to check out my national intelligence. Focus national intelligence, and we'll be right back. All right, what we're basically doing is rolling on this table. For each counter we only have one. That card would have gave you some modifiers if you had that superstars of the National Security Council staff. There will be Dyro modifiers. So here you go. And when you're done with this action, you can move the focus national intelligence somewhere else. We'll probably put that in Asia Pacific where that war is. But let's proceed here. Let me check out these DRMs. Always DRMs in live, people, even in fantasy sports. Fantasy sports. We'll be back. All right, I think we're doing good on these, and we must need a minus die roll on this. We're looking for a minus because it says here, if your strategic recon / intel gathering strategic capability is higher than both Russia and China's. Strategic intel gathering capability is, keep that thing up, so we'll get a -1, maximum of 2. If cyber warfare capability is higher than both Russia and China's. Ooh, cyber. Oh, we're all tied. We won't get that one. Get that thing up there. Uh-oh, here we go. Here are the bad ones. Yeah, okay, we want a low number on this die roll. If either Russia or China has influence counters in the region. And there's, alright, well, they won't count on, we won't get that one. Because they probably have influence, but it says, and their cyber strategic capability is greater than the U.S., and we just looked at it and they're all tied, so we're looking at a -1, and that's it. Here's some more. Here's some good ones here. If you use this intel to help an ally in a war, we will do that. You, Auto Command, may improve your relationship with the ally at 1 level. Relationship is less than very close. We're very close with South Korea, so we won't be doing that. Rolling on this here table. Focus national intelligence. I haven't looked at any of this, but we're looking for a low number, and we get a -1 in a die roll. It'll be a 3. So the big one is 1 or 2, 3 to 5. Effects on terrorism. Move a level 3, 2, 1 net priority terror group in the region to the locating box. Okay, hold on a second here. We have a level 3. All right, that's good. I'll let you know why that's good here in a second. All right, well, let's do this together. Terror group in the region to the locating box, then move. Hold on. To the locating box. That's fine. That's what we want to do. How'd they know that? That's weird. Then move a different level 2 priority terror group in the region to the gathering. Okay, I don't think there's we'll see how many terror groups there are. But anyway, basically, here's what we're doing. Get you over here. Let me see if I can get some light on the subject. All right. Here we go for our focus national intelligence counter. Right here. we get to move this group here on up. And when it comes over to this little target area, it's like a video game. You zoom on in and be a hammer on them, or you can rate them. All right, so move that one up. Now, is there another group? Yeah, there is another group. Let's see if there's a hierarchy. Then move a different level 3, 2, or 1 in that priority. So the highest one there, the highest one we got is 1. So we'll just move one of our 1s on over to gathering. All right, so they're out here wild. Now we got to beat on them. We're gathering information on this one. The biggest threat, the biggest terror group, level 3, we're locating them. We're still gathering information on this one. This one here is still running free. Locating, gathering, running free in the area. And things are focused intelligence. Put that in the right spot. Damn, those helps when you know what you're doing in this game. All right, hold on a second here. We were just getting lucky. I have no idea what I'm doing. All right. Whoa, what are we doing here? All right. Gathering. Okay. Effects on war. Choose 1. Huh. Oh, look at this. If a U.S. or U.S. ally involved in a war in a region. All right. I got to find out what this means. Effects on war. Choose 1. Yeah. All right. We'll be back. We got to find out what's going on with this. Number 3 die roll. All right. Not being sharpest tool in the shed. It only took me a second. I swear this hasn't been hours of me looking at it. It was like a half a second after I hit the stop button. You guys are all fine. Yeah, you dumbass. You've been here for 2 days. All right. Effects on war. Choose 1. You either choose this one or this one. If U.S. ally is war in the region, we're not in a ally in a war in the region. Let me make sure. What there is a unstable state. Military, U.S. military footprint. Russia and China both have 1 influence. But there is no war or anything in that region, so we will skip this. If there's a civil war in the region, there's nothing there, so we're fine. We'll find out what goes on there, but that might be it. We might have just got these effects on terrorism. We'll be back. Well, then I was right. That'll be it for that one. Little light on the subject here. Now, at the end of this, I can move this marker. You can see here, when we got into this, little light on the subject, that we only got to use this top part. And that was just on this die roll, and we could have had some really good effects here on a low die roll for some wars. Therefore, in anticipation, I think we'll go ahead and determine, focus on the collection table. You may then move the counter to a new world region if you wish. We are done, and we will do that. So here you go. We're moving our focused national intelligence from the Central South Asia spot, which was great. We definitely gathered intelligence on our Terror Group 3, which was really good. But we're going to move our national focused intelligence over here to Asia/Pacific. We got a couple China influences there. We got a war going on there. Yeah, we want to cool that off. So there you go. Too bad it wasn't there to begin with, but you know, it is what it is, and it definitely helped out. We just kind of got more bang for our buck if it would have been over there. So it's over there now. Now we will look at this counter. We will one action for POTUS and each of his cabinet members is next. That will be great. Where am I at here? Yeah, here you go. Alrighty. We will move the counter one space. It goes over here. Yeah. Be right back. Alright, been looking over all kinds of actions here. Diplomatic, presidential, military. I was wanting to crush North Korea's butt, but I don't think I can in this, the way the game is. I mean, we're really not at war with North Korea, South Korea is. So, you know, none of this really applies. You know, and it makes every, you know, none of this on military master actions. It comes down to this. One way to lose the game is for North Korea to get 2 more spaces up to 5 and be at war with South Korea. So we got to stop this conflict. And there's no way to get that down that I can see right now with any of my actions. So we got to go ahead and go for this diplomatic master actions. For my one presidential action, I can do any action I want. We're going to try to broker or offer peace. All right. There's one action. Choose war or civil war, blah, blah, blah. If this isn't a civil war, so let's see. Let me check this out. War involving U.S. forces, no. Oh, civil wars refer to civil war resolution. We won't be using that because it's not a civil war. War not involving U.S. We'll be doing this and just rolling a D10, I guess. Die roll modifiers. Oh, is conflict, stalemate, if diplomatic relations are okay. The U.S. is not even in it, so we're not applying that one. -1 up to conflict is currently a stalemate. It isn't a stalemate. It is. Where are we at here? How do you figure out where it's at? Oh, hold on a second here. Oh, okay, here you go. Defending forces are winning still. So we're kicking their butt. We're probably north of the 38th parallel. Oh, what's going on here? So, no die roll modifiers, I'm seeing. Diplomatic rating of our Secretary of State. Our Secretary of State's got no rating. That's just that he's got to get out of there. Let's make sure it's the same one. 000. Andy Lewis, Secretary of State. So that don't apply. So roll with no modifiers. Trying to end this war. We're looking here. 1 to 3 peace. 4+ talk stall. Continues. Add 1 strength each side. Ouch. Low number. Low number. Here we go. Ouch. No good. So we'll move them up to 7 for the South Koreans and up to 11. Wow. For the North, I gotta find me a new counter. We'll be right back. Alright, now on to my cabinet members, and hopefully they fare better than I did. Bad roll on that one. Oh, this is better than rolling a dice. Each cabinet member may also perform one action for a type in which they are eligible. So let me go ahead and take care of those, and we'll be right back. Alright, well, first we'll do our vice president. And on each one of these little cards here, it has their only POTUS and vice president. On this one, only POTUS, vice president. So he'll apply with the diplomatic and domestic master action cards. On these cards here, you can see only POTUS and Secretary of State on this one applies. And of course on the presidential one, only POTUS applies. So let me look over the diplomatic and domestic master actions. Let's see which one I want to assign action for my vice president. We'll be right back. We're going back to the Korean conflict. Had some other things we can do, definitely, but this one here is big. It's an auto losser. Want to get those influence counters down. It's a matter of you can think of all these as dials that are all going at a boiling point. You just want to cool them down is what basically the game is. And there is no restrictions. There's usually a little spot here that tells you can only use this once during a phase, so we'll go ahead and do this again. Unfortunately, we got to get rid of that Secretary of State. We don't want to waste our turn on that right now, though. And we are looking for a low die roll. Again, specifically, war not involving the U.S., 1 to 3. Yes! That is definitely a game changer. Gosh, I'm glad to get rid of that. All right, well, let me find out what we do what happens when there's peace. And that was from my vice president. So I went over there, didn't do none. My vice president went over there and got it done. We'll be right back with an update on what happens when the Korean War comes to an end. We're back. All right, it tells you immediately here, we're not involving the U.S., and I got to take a break because I got to charge my battery, but we'll do this real quick. Place a trending pro-U.S. Oh, trending pro-U.S. Oh, you know what? Let's do that by 2 then. I think that might have been how Cody Carlson was doing that. Oh, let me find out here real quick. I'll be right back. All right, this tells you if there is currently a trending pro-U.S. counter, which there is on the track, remove it and move the regional alignment counter into the next box. All right, so we remove this trending pro-U.S. regional alignment, not the regional stability. Regional alignment will go up one box. So that works. If there is a approach, move it to a place to turn in. All right, that'll work. What else are the results? Reduce the conflict track for that conflict by 2 boxes. Conflict track. 1, 2 up here. That'll work. So we're not at war no more. Alright, but they're still stronger than us. And we'll have to find out what we do with this. I think we'll clear this track all out because there's no conflict there anymore. But more importantly, for me anyway, the one I like is all the way down here at the very end, plus 2 legacy points. Ooh, we can't get any higher. 8, 9. Oh, yes! This game loves me. All right, we'll be back. Make sure we're doing everything right. We'll be right back. All right, wars are done. Our war track is clean. That's what we want. Legacy points maxed out. Public approval. Trying to hit that 70 plus mark. Can't get any better than that. Prestige can get up there. Action points we need, but that was just my secretary or my vice president. All right, yeah, that was vice president. So we still have 3 more actions next to do. This next one will be a chief of staff. I never did see him on here. Have you ever seen him on here? I don't think I've ever seen him. Let's look at this. POTUS, Vice President, Secretary of State. Oh, he might be the only one to do this. Yeah. Vice President, Chief of Staff, so he might be just a domesticer. Let's look and see here. Military, POTUS, Secretary of State, Presidential. Okay, so the old Chief of Staffer is relegated to domestic. That'll work. We got 2 more cabinet members to do after that. Love and life. Once Mr. President. Don't touch that dial. All right, I'd love to do this one just to be a feed to my opponents or whatever. But we really do need to encourage bipartisanship in Congress because we are down here to the contentious rating. Another one that would be high on the priority list is party fundraising. These don't apply because luckily we don't have anything terrorist going on in the U.S. and CONUS. Address a lingering domestic issue. There is one down there, but it's pretty low. I mean, I can get that down to 0. We can't stimulate the economy because it's already maxed out. No really domestic crisis. The domestic crisis level is at 0. So we gotta get these guys. We gotta get something going on here. We'll be right back. All right, we don't have this moderate influence POTUS attribute, so we will just be rolling 1 die. Unfortunately, this will take an action, but it also takes an action point, moving us down to 2 action points. Ouch. All right, no die roll modifier. We need. What do we need here? This is a killer. Oh, it's a D6. No, you don't want a 6. We'll probably have a no effect, but let's give it a try without no die roll modifiers. The only way we can get one is just moderate influence President of the United States attribute. We don't have that attribute, so looking for the ultimate die roll modifier, ultimate low die roll. 5, ain't gonna do it. All right, that'll take care of our Chief of Staff. Next up, Secretary of State. I don't think he's on this one. Nope. POTUS, Vice President, Chief of Staff. He won't be applying this one. Vice President, POTUS, and Secretary of State. POTUS, Secretary of Defense. No. And last, it's just POTUS. So only one for our lame Secretary of State. Oh, that's not going to be good. We'll check it out. Secretary of State, Master Action. Be right back. All right. Well, I'm tethered here because my my battery's low. So, Secretary of State's going to do some regional crisis relief, and specifically for the area that we just stopped the war in. We don't need that to flare up again. Unfortunately, one of our die roll modifiers was his rating, and his rating is diddly. But we do have a regional stability of 6. And it says here, if regional stability is a 6 or higher, so -1 on this die roll. Untether. Oop, goes dark. I'm sorry, yep. Let's see if we can't do this real quick. Maybe we'll call this a video. Looking for a crisis relief die roll. Oh, -1. Looking for the ultimate low number. Be right back. Well, let's just do it. -1 with a D10. Ultimate low number with a 2. Oh, that'll help. Decrease it by 1, so it'll go down by 1. We will call this a video. Well, we got one more cabinet member, so let me charge up this battery and we'll be back here in a little bit. We got a lot of gaming to do, so I'm just going to charge this and be back and enjoy us a good gaming night on our GWG channel. It's going to be a long night. Hang in there. All right, for our last cabinet member, our Secretary of Defense. I've looked this one over a bunch and was going to perform the which one was it? Oh, maybe some of these professionals to build schools. But if you look over here in Africa, we got a Terror Group 4 that's roaming around. I kind of overlooked him. We're going to go ahead and gather intelligence, direct intel to gather ops against 2 different terror groups. There you go. Naval operations. During your activation, 7 military actions are taken. Select 2 terror groups. Alright, for our first one, will be Terror Group 1, I guess. We'll use him first. We get to minus die roll modifier if there's US intel / advisors in the region. Intel advisors. Don't say anything about special ops. Yep. And -1 of focus national intelligence. We could have did it over there with our national intelligence, but we need to get that terror group. So we'll have a -1 on this die roll. Oh, and like I said, I'm tethered here, so I'm kind of, let me untether and see how bad it is. Oh, we're doing all right. All right, so -1 on this die roll. Low die roll, low die roll. 5. Ooh, I don't know what that's gonna do. Oh, no way. That's bad. Oh, all right. Well, that'll be it. Ouch, that hurts. That is our last cabinet member. So we were going down here to any 4 diplomatic and our military actions. 4 of them. Wow. Oh, we can clean up there. All right, well, that's good. That's really good. We're going to have to press a pause, and we got a lot of gaming to do. Unfortunately, the house is going to get loud again. I just got informed, so gaming time. We hardly knew you, but when we come back, we got lots of Central America to play, all kinds of gaming to do. It's just a matter of having a great time here with Mr. President. We come back, next video, 4 actions. And looky here, back.